JC suffered a significant knee injury today.
And then anything on Mike Williams?
Mike Williams has an ankle injury.
Any idea how severe that might be?
We do not.
Definitely season-ending for JC?
It's a significant injury.
Brandon, how alarming is it that your team has to keep trying to dig out holes? You're down 17-0 after the first quarter today.
Yeah, certainly not the way you want to start the football game. That definitely wasn't our goal today. But, we started off the game defensively with a big takeaway, and then we get a turnover on downs on a 3rd and 4th and short. We throw an interception, we fumble, and, it's really hard to get momentum when you start the game like that. And we were able to fight our way back and get back into the game, but there's a lot of energy that goes with that, and then we just didn't play clean enough second half and in any phase to create any momentum and to get the lead back. Just didn't play well enough today in any phase.
What did you see as the issue offensively for you guys today?
Yeah, I thought we got beat up front. We couldn't run the football, didn't protect the passer very well. And so it's going to be tough to move the ball consistently and score points, and that's where it started today.
Just with the run game, you guys have struggled to find consistency there.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you've had guys in and out. Corey was back in there today. Any common thread there in terms of why you guys can't get anything going?
I think each game has been a little bit different, but the fact is at the point of attack it wasn't good enough today. There wasn't a lot of room to run the football today, and we got to do a better job coaching, and we got to do a better job playing. It's all of us.
With Keenan, I didn't think he played in the second half.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just kind of what I said Friday. Didn't want to push it if there was, a feeling that, he couldn't go. But he felt good, during practice, and we wanted to give it a go. And he was definitely on a pitch count, but didn't want to push it, knowing that we have to bye next week.
Like, what do you tell your team with you guys coming off this loss and going into a bye week?
Yeah, Lindsay, I think what I told them, exactly what I told them, is that we're 4-3. And the reality is through 7 games, is we've had to fight really hard to be 4-3, and we've endured a lot. And our season is in front of us, which is the truth. And the reason why we are 4-3 and not 5-2 is because we didn't play good enough football today. We didn't coach well enough today. And what we need to do is get rested. Okay, take advantage of the bye and get rested, and then come back as a team and really focus on playing the way we're capable of playing. And today certainly was not it.
Is there a worry of a level of disappointment kind of seeping in? Going into a bye week, a lot of times time to get healthy, but then you lose JC and you lose Mike. So how do you kind of cope with that?
Yeah, Lindsay, all year we've been losing guys. So that's going to be a part of every week, whether you win or lose. Had we won today and those 2 guys would have gotten hurt, it would be the same feeling. You got to keep it moving. You got to figure it out. And so we're 4-3, and, the AFC's wide open. And we've got to get rested up, and we're going to play a team in Atlanta who's a very well-coached, very good football team. And we got to get rested up, though, first, Lindsay.
The Chargers invited Bella Rasmussen today, the young lady, the first to score 2 touchdowns in a high school football game.
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to talk to her at all, or what are your thoughts about her story?
I didn't get a chance to talk to her, but I know that our team here told me all about her, and that's what we want to be able to do. Being here in Los Angeles is to connect in the grassroots level of football, of the community, of really making Southern California, city of Los Angeles, our home. And anytime we can connect with people like that, that's what we want to do. And know that the Chargers are always going to be present, for people like that. And, football brings people together, and I'm glad that we could do that for her.
Brandon, what happened on the Kenneth Walker 74-yard run?
Yeah, we lost the edge, didn't hold the edge, and then, our second level didn't come alive, and he was able to get around us, but, wasn't good enough. And, ultimately it's my responsibility. I got to do a much better job coaching.
How would you assess the defensive performance overall?
Up and down. There were plenty of good moments. I thought, got off to a good start with the takeaway, and then, we just fouled some on 3rd down, a killer. Thought penalties were the story of kind of like the first 3 drives. And then you give up a 3rd and goal, 3rd and 12, a fade for a touchdown. But then we settled in. I thought we hung tough, and, but we got to play a lot cleaner, a lot cleaner football. And, there's no excuse for me. I got to do a better job coaching this group and bringing it together.
What did you see from their defense in the first quarter?
Say it again?
What did you see from the Seahawks defensively in the first quarter?
Just, they played exactly how, they've been playing all year, trying to be opportunistic with the football. And we knew the takeaway margin was how they've been winning games. And today, certainly, the way that we played into their hands.
When you have a long drive against you, the way, like the one Seattle had in the third quarter, what does that do to the energy level of the defense?
It takes a lot out of it, for sure. And, there are plenty of opportunities on that drive for us to get off the field and play better. And we didn't. It's good that we held them to 3. But we got to do a better job when we've got field position like that of keeping them back there. And it's all 3 levels playing together. And like I said, it starts with me.
Just going back to the defense for a sec. Up and down has kind of been the story of the season for that unit. Why do you feel like there's been so much inconsistency defensively for you guys?
Yeah, Daniel, I think we're going to take a long look at that in the bye week. But I feel like what I've said throughout the season is just establishing continuity with who we're playing with. And I think that that's going to be something that I take a look at, over the next week, 2 weeks before we play Atlanta. Is just getting the right combination of players out there, playing the right combination of play calls. Because I think there have been a lot of good moments from us, but our bad moments have been really bad, and we got to make sure that doesn't happen because it's preventing us from being the defense we're capable of being.
Justin's interception, what did you see there?
I mean, I'm gonna, just looking at it live, I think our passing game, we just got to play with better rhythm and timing, and I think it starts up front, and then our receivers got to run and get open, and we got to play within the rhythm and timing of the play, and I think that again, the way we're playing, when you're playing up and down, it isn't just one person. When you're up and down, it's not one person. It's the whole group. And so we got to use this bye week to get rested and to make sure that we play a lot more consistent football in the second half of the season.
You don't want to talk too much about injuries and stuff, but I mean, did this just all kind of catch up to you guys this week, you think?
I don't know about that. It's just part of the NFL, and we got to deal with it just like everybody else does. So we make no excuses, and whoever's out there is going to play to our standard, and we need to make sure that we use the next 2 weeks to get the right combination of guys out there. And we know that we have the team that's resilient. I think we've shown that through 7 games. I know that tonight was, a really tough night for us. But I think through 7 games, we've really shown a lot of resilience, a lot of toughness. But today certainly wasn't our best.
In that regard, you mentioned you're 4-3 right now. Are you relieved that you're 4-3 given everything that's kind of happened from an injury standpoint, or are you disappointed to be going in 4-3 at this point?
I don't think today's the time to reflect. Today, I'm just really focused on how we played today and today's game, and it wasn't good enough. And like I said, I got to make sure that I do a better job with this team. And I thought we played fantastic on Monday night and really showed the type of team that we can be. And today, in all 3 phases, it wasn't good enough, and that starts with me.
What's the status with Chris Rump and his injury?
Chris Rump it's like a hip/knee. We'll know more. It's not severe in nature.
Coach called their defense opportunistic. How'd you see that kind of play itself out, especially in that first quarter?
Yeah, I thought they played really well defense, and unfortunately we didn't execute the way we wanted to today. Turned the ball over a couple times, and you can't expect to do that and win games in the NFL.
On your interception, what happened on that play?
Just the defender went up and got it, and costly turnover, and you can't turn over the ball like that in the NFL.
What do you tell your teammates when you lose all your top? You've lost a lot of receivers, and so what do you tell your team, and especially the receivers?
We believe highly in the guys that are stepping up, and it didn't go our way today, but Jason Moore, Michael Bandy, those guys, DeAndre Carter, they've stepped up big time for us, and we're going to need to continue to rely on those guys, especially as we're losing some guys, but we'll keep fighting and we'll keep getting after it.
Justin, what's kind of the taste when you go into a bye week off a loss like this?
It's unfortunate that you don't get the win, and every game we're trying to win, and that's the unfortunate part about today. We didn't execute the way we wanted to, so we'll watch the film tomorrow. We'll get better, and we'll have to keep moving forward.
How will you spend the bye week? How will you spend the bye week?
In terms of?
Like, will you go into the facility? Will you take some time off to just kind of get away for a minute? Will you continue watching film? Like, what will you do?
I'll probably just treat it like a normal week. Just keep watching film and take care of my body, do treatment, do all those stuff to get back and ready for next Sunday.
Just on that strip sack, is there anything if you could go back you would do differently there?
I could always step up. I could always get the ball out quicker. That's the unfortunate part. You got to be able to step up in the pocket, know the defender's right there, so you just can't turn the ball over like that.
Not to take away from this game, but did you see your brother catch the ball against UCLA yesterday?
I did. It was cool to see.
Justin, this team keeps having to dig itself out of early holes. What can you do to make sure you guys are starting faster and not having to expend that energy trying to dig out of 14, 17-point holes early on?
Yeah, we can continue to try and execute, get the ball moving early in the first quarter, and you just get the ball to those guys on the outside to make plays and just stay ahead of the chains.
What is the moving forward? What was the message that Brandon Staley gave you guys after the game?
Just to keep fighting. We're 4-3 at the moment. There's a lot of football left, and so we're going to get our bodies back this week, get healthy, continue to improve, and keep getting after it.